Welcome to Drop the Clutch podcast.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Drop the Clutch. This is season 2, episode 6. Today I'm joined by my regular co-host Frankie and our third guest of season 2, my friend Adam. Hi Adam, how are you?
Right, yeah, not too bad.
What should we start with?
We've had one GP since we last recorded.
We have.
Which I think has seen Smartlick retake the lead at the top of the championship. In fact, I actually probably should have checked that before I started. I'm fairly sure it has.
Yeah.
In fact, actually, I've been sniped by news.
Oh.
Frick is replacing Doyle in Prague.
Oh yeah, I've seen that already. Huh. I was there not long ago.
You should have gone a bit later. You should have caught the GP.
If I'd been able to, I would have done. Go away.
Yeah, Smartlick now leads Holder by 2 points.
It's still quite tight at the top, which is nice to see for a change.
Yeah, but I don't see Smartlick dropping from first from here, unless, like one of my predictions is he gets injured.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. He's not been so consistent so far this season.
No. Highlight of Blanchard for me was the racing. There's no arguing there. I think what Kelvin Tatum said in commentary is true. Is that you can get a very gate and go meeting at Blanchard, but they prepared the track absolutely perfectly.
True. It was quite yes, very raceable.
Yeah, which made a nice change.
Yeah.
We should really introduce our guest in this, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
I think we've got so long getting you just going by ourselves, we've kind of forgotten how to do it with a guest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adam, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Adam. I'm 34 years old. I used to be a fan of the Wolves until, unfortunately, their sad demise. I'm now obviously converting to a Brummies fan at the moment, thanks to Ruth, of course. Obviously, I've only been to 2 meetings of the Brummies, even though I've been to different meetings over the years, different, obviously, speedway tracks across the country over the years. So, yeah, not much really to say apart from that.
No. You're a regular at Monmouth Green then when it was open?
Basically a bit intermittent, to be honest. The times where I could literally get to watch, obviously, the Wolves ride about. But there were times I couldn't because at the time I had one job where I was just traveling across the country, and then I had another job where I was literally working at night, and getting from obviously home in Birmingham to Monmouth Green was impossible because of the timing when the obviously races are on, and then obviously getting back to work before 10:30 would be impossible unless I was driving at 100 miles an hour, which is illegal.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one way of putting it.
Yeah.
No, fair enough. How were you converted to a Brummies fan then? Because that feels like that's a bit of a West Midlands rivalry going there.
Yeah, I know. It's just obviously when obviously you can't go to Wolves now, obviously Monmouth Green. The problem was I was thinking, who do I support now, or do I just go to a speedway meeting close by to where I live? And I was just like, I think I randomly texted Ruth one day, and I thought I want to come to the speedway again because I hadn't been for a while, not to any meeting for a long time. And I just thought, yeah, why not? Let's just go. I just sent Ruth a message, I think it was hours before the first meeting at Birmingham. And I was just like, you know what? Yeah, let's go. Yeah, and I enjoyed my first time at the Brummies. So I enjoyed it
Fair
so
enough.
much I came back again.
Yeah.
Which is not what a lot of people say about Birmingham.
Yeah, true. I can attest to that.
But yeah.
That's fair enough then. So you call yourself a Brummies fan, or are you more sort of a neutral that tags along?
So at the moment, it seems to be at the moment neutral, but probably give it another year. I could be a Brummies fan.
We'll get him in from his kit in no time. Says she who doesn't own any.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to call yourself out, you know.
Oh, I self-deprecate all the time.
Yeah, but not on air.
What's a little bit of self-deprecation?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, right.
So do you follow the Grand Prix much, Adam, or is it still very much just going to meetings that you prefer?
I normally go to meetings because obviously some of the time when the Speedway's on, obviously the Grand Prix, I'm normally at work,
Okay.
unfortunately, so I don't really get a chance to watch it unless I've got about 20 minutes to obviously have a break. That was the only time I could watch it, but half the time I end up just eating my dinner and just get straight back on the shop floor.
Fair enough.
It's been Marslick dominating the last few seasons anyway, so not much has been missed really.
Yeah.
We're hoping somebody else wins this year, but who knows?
Well, I mean, this season's been a bit more open, at least. I don't know to what effect the sprint race will have, but I don't know. But it's not leading after 2 rounds, as I don't think anyone really had that on their radar.
No, true.
He is leading now. We'll have to see how it goes. We've got Prague this weekend.
True.
So we'll have to see where it goes from there. But it's a track he can ride.
Yeah, that is true. Trying to find Warsaw, Lansure. I'm just looking at the travel guide to see what.
In the meantime, Adam, tell us what got you into Speedway initially. Not talking about what got you into Birmingham specifically, but what introduced you to the sport.
Very unusual route for this one.
Okay.
Because like obviously many years ago, you could go into obviously video shops in Halfords and you'd see literally. I'll explain that one.
Okay.
You would see literally like VHS tapes or DVDs, literally of Crash Crazy or something like that.
I
ended up seeing literally speedway crashes where obviously people just fallen off their bikes or left their bikes for obvious reasons. And I was just like, I was intrigued because I had never seen literally bikes other than motocross bikes on a dirt surface or shale surface. So I was like very intrigued. But obviously the internet was not so big back then as it is now with information. So I had to ask my dad, and he said, "Oh, it's Speedway." Then he explained to me what Speedway is. But he doesn't really watch Speedway anymore because the last time he watched Speedway, I think, was a few years back before Coventry went their separate ways.
Yeah.
Then obviously I started watching obviously Wolves before obviously their sad demise. And I was just intrigued because I've always been a motorsport fan, whether it's 4 wheels or 2 or 3 wheels, depending what you're watching, really. But I've always liked bikes as well. But obviously, normally most of the motorcycle racing you see on television these days is obviously MotoGP and World Superbikes. And this week coming up, a certain motorcycle race that is a bit too dangerous.
The TT.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I must admit, I've never seen anything from the TT. I think I say that. I think I've probably seen like 2 minutes of it on a highlights reel or the news or something like that. But that's it. I've never gone out of my way to watch it.
Yeah.
The 37.75 mile public road course closed off is dangerous in itself. But obviously, putting all the safety equipment up, it's not still going to be completely safe because you're still going to hit an object if you're unlucky, or you're just going to fall down on a tarmac surface.
Yeah.
So you've got literally the only protection you've got is your helmet and your race suit, and obviously how to fall off a bike. That's all you've got.
Yeah. You just got to hope you don't hit a church wall at some point.
Yeah, or a horse, which happened one year.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one route in.
Yeah.
It is unique.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Although, to be fair, it's not the first time we've had someone on here who says they got into it because of the crashes.
No,
Yeah.
it's true.
To be fair, it does produce some light. It produces an unexpected twist, kind of.
Yeah.
So it makes sense why you would do it.
Yeah.
Especially when it's a world champion flying off his bike.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've seen the ice speedway as well. Some of their crashes.
Oh, the gladiators! Yeah, you don't want to get run over by them.
No, you don't want one of those spikes anywhere.
No, no, you don't.
No, definitely not. I've seen the UK's sort of knockoff version. I went to Telford.
Cycle Speedway?
No, Ice Speedway when they ran it at Telford.
Oh right. How long ago was that?
16. Shit, this is hurting a little bit. 16 years ago, so I was about 7 years old.
Okay.
2007 was the last year it was run, and I went then. The same ice rink, which is home to the Telford Tigers.
Yep.
Fair enough. I suppose you could fit an ice speedway track in that.
I don't know. I can't remember much, if I'm being completely honest.
I think I've put the question before about fitting a gladiator track in an ice hockey rink, and said no, it's too small.
Yeah. Ice hockey rinks are smaller than people think. But, yeah.
I went on one once. I fell arse over tit after about half an hour.
Only half an hour. That's good.
I was all right until I fell over the first time, and then I couldn't get back up again.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, definitely been there, done that.
But so, should we do some predictions for Prague?
We can do. Prague's a difficult one. It's very much like Landshut, but it's not never normally prepared as good as Landshut was.
No, it's going to be a get and go fest.
I mean, I expected that from Landshut, but they prepared the track perfectly.
True.
I don't know what difference it made. I think they made one error at the end of Heat 8 where they tried to mix the dirt up with the rotating blade rather than dragging the outside in.
Yeah.
But beyond that, the track was fine. It's probably one of the best meetings I've seen in the Grand Prix series.
True.
For a Grand Prix series that doesn't include Manchester, that's saying a lot.
True.
But predicting Prague it's harder because in theory anyone can win there. It's not a hard track to race at, really. It's slightly smaller than Landshut, bigger. I think it's got wider corners, bit more banking, not by much.
Be nice to see riders using that banking, going up and,
Well, they need a track that has substantial banking for that. I think like Glasgow, for instance.
Oh yeah, that. Oh yeah.
You've been to Glasgow, have you, Adam?
Several years ago, when I first saw the bank, I was thinking, was that for stock cars? That's what I was thinking at the time. I was like, and then I had to ask a friend who was with me, and I asked him, "Have I drunk anything today?" It was funny considering I was the one that was driving, but luckily I wasn't. I was sober, so.
Quick, get the breathalyzer.
I know, you can buy them these days so easily. Yeah, then when I saw the banking, I was like, no way. And when I saw the bikes go on, it was good.
Yeah, it's fun watching riders rip up that. I went to the GP Challenge there a couple of seasons ago, and it's fun watching riders look at it for the first time and going, "Huh? How am I meant to ride that?" And then the fact that some of them tried to ride it and it ended up, well, it didn't end up going very well. Let's put it.
I was watching that, man. You had five withdrawals for various things that evening.
I was in the grandstand right at the front. I was probably apparently I was seen on the stream several times. But yeah, we won't get into that. But it's just the riders that didn't know how to ride the banking were trying to ride the banking to get more speed, and it ended badly. I.e., Chris Holder got quite badly injured that night, if I remember correctly, and so was it Anders Thompson?
Yeah, he broke his leg. I think Milik withdrew a concussion as well.
Yeah, that was it. Because they were all like, "What? How do you ride this?"
There was a big discussion on the internet after that meeting about whether Anders Thompson's injury was caused by the beanbag fence they use at Ashfield rather than an actual air fence.
It's not beanbag; it's a foam bag.
Well, kind of. Either way, they're full of crap anyway. So.
Don't let our Glasgow friend Linny you say that.
No, I'm saying that the people criticising the foam fences are full of crap.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I would give an update on the meetings going on at the moment, but the ProBod site's crashed. Both of them. I've got both of them open and they've both crashed.
That's been happening a lot lately with them. I'm not sure whether ProBoards is having problems or not, but that happened a few times. They just crash random.
Yeah. So from what I can gather at the moment, Sheffield, the score is 7-5 to Sheffield. Worrell won his first race. Canal, what's got into him recently? Worrell won Heat 1. Jack Calder was second. Jason Edwards took the rider replacement ride and came third, and Tom took the rider replacement ride for Birmingham and finished last. I've only got up to Heat 2. Heat 2 was a 4-2 to Sheffield. Jason Edwards finished first, Leon second, Dan Jokes third, and Simon Lambert last. Because Palicki and Lampard are on some sort of Polish championship duty tonight, apparently. I call bullshit personally, but yeah. We all know how bossy Polish league can get. At Ipswich, sorry. Leicester got a 5-1 in the first race. It sounds like it's a bit wet there. The comments on the first race at Leicester win the coin toss, take gates 1 and 3. Lawson gates with Thompson, Satfoot enough chases hard, but conditions are poor. And Dan Thompson retires at the back. And then Heat 2 stopped. Keenan Rude gates, Jenkins under Cook, Ben 1 lap 2, then Cook slides off, Cook excluded. And that's all I've got so far. Let's see if the website crashes again.
Oh dear.
But yeah, that's that. Should we do a recap of the leagues
We can do.
at the moment?
Well, there's a lot of talk about team news with what's her
Big
name?
one,
Yeah, Birmingham signing.
Freddie Lindgren.
Thank you. It's They haven't said who he's replacing yet, and I think that's odd, personally.
I don't know what that's coming down to, but I've heard a rumor about who it could possibly be.
No, I don't understand why they're waiting until the end of the week to decide who they're going to get rid of. Surely the logic should be that the lowest rider by match average that you can get rid of and have Lindgren still fit under the points limit is who you get rid of.
Well, maybe, but from the rumor I've heard, it's down to a rider who's got really shitty attitude, and he's not fitting in with the rest of the team. And he's been told by the team managers several times to pack it in and stop being a twat.
Yeah.
To put it on the nose. As people who know me in real life will know that I put it on the nose all the time.
Yeah.
I don't mince my punches. But yeah, that's basically what I've heard. How true it is, I don't know. But I'm not going to name the rider for obvious reasons. It'll be clear tomorrow, apparently. So we just have to wait and see who it is. But yeah. Is there any other news? There's a rumour at the moment that Magic's had enough at Oxford. And he wants to pack it in.
I don't understand what's happened to Janowski. I really don't.
He's just gone backwards the last couple of years. In all honesty.
He's gone backwards harder than Cash projected.
And that's saying something. Yeah.
I don't know. Have you got any opinions on that one, Adam? Do you think?
To be honest, with anything to do with Oxford, if I have an opinion on it, I can't broadcast it.
I mean, I was going for Janowski specifically, but okay.
Yeah. To be honest, if he's not happy, then he should go. Find somewhere to ride where he actually enjoys, but that's not easy to do in this day and age with contracts and everything today. To be honest, if he wants to go, he should go, and it be mutual. But if Oxford need someone a rider of his good talent, then obviously they're going to have to try and find a way to keep him happy until basically the end of the season, which is a task when you've got someone who basically is not in the right headspace.
No.
Yeah. He sounds like he isn't. Let me have a look at his average.
It's 5.18 from...
Oh, you beat me to it.
Well, I already had it open because I was wondering if they might have leaked who's leaving at Birmingham in the green sheet, so they haven't.
Nice try.
Yes, I know. I'm naive. I get it. But then again, I know the BSPA are as well, so I thought they may have cocked up somehow.
Yeah.
But yeah, from Saturday, his average is 5.18, which is down 1/10 of a point.
Wow. What was his starting average when he came in?
Would have been 7.5, surely.
Hang on, let me look. No, I don't want the Championship Oxford team. I want the Premiership Oxford team.
Starting CMA. Oh no, it was an 8-point average, 8.00.
Huh.
I'm guessing. Oh, that's because he'd have been a Grand Prix rider in the last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
But he's gone from that to a 5-point average in the space of 2 months.
Yeah. Wow.
And that's to beside his Grand Prix form, where he's gone from world number 3 to out of the championship in the season.
Yeah. Don't know. I don't really follow Polish speedway, but so I don't know if his Polish
I could
form
try
has
my
taken a
hand.
hit
I
either.
could try my hand at reading some, and have a go at their website. Like that.
216.
I can't even remember. Is he still riding for Wrocław?
Yeah.
Okay.
Prince.
1.8 points per heat, which 4 rides or 1 point, was it 1.8?
Oh, he's got the calculator out.
Yeah, 1.8. Which, to be fair, that works out as 7.22 for 4 heats.
That's not bad.
No. What have we got? What's...
Yeah.
Oh, I hate the way
It's
the
the
Polish
British
should do it.
tracks then.
10 heat wins, 7 second places, 9 thirds, and 3 lasts. It's not that bad.
No.
If I'm assuming I'm reading this table right, which I think I am. So yeah, I can't. You struggle to square that with his British League form. I'm guessing it's partly mechanical, that he just hasn't got the setup for riding a British track at the moment,
Yeah.
because they are completely different.
Yeah.
Like when Oxford were at Leicester on Monday, you can see he was just completely short for pace. He'd leave the optimum racing line, and immediately he'd be passed by someone.
Yeah. Although that's also Leicester.
True.
Let's face it. We don't like the Leicester track on this podcast.
I went there once, and that was a decade ago. I think they've changed the track quite significantly since then. I haven't been back.
It's not really much. Oh, it's 12-12 now at Ipswich. 1-5-5-1-3-3-3-3. What about the other one? Oh, it's closer than I was anticipating. At Sheffield, it's 13-11.
I tell you, I'm going to put this question to you, Adam.
Yep.
Your Premiership winner, who is it for this season? I'll put you on the spot here.
That's a tricky one. I'm going to say Bellevue.
You reckon?
I think so. I think so. I know that obviously Sheffield, you've got obviously one of our greatest riders, obviously the last 10 years, Ty Woofden, of course. But I still feel that Belleville could. I can't say the words today. Bellevue, I still feel that a lot are still stronger. But again, Speedway is just so surprising sometimes. You think you've got the strongest team come to the end of the season, and then obviously grand final, it could be the loser. So unpredictable these days.
See, I think Bellevue are being carried by Brady Kurtz a little bit. And now that he's out, they struggled the other night. It's a good...
I mean, to be fair, that meeting on Monday shouldn't have gone ahead in the first place, but...
Oh, yeah, of course.
That is true.
They certainly shouldn't have spent an hour working on the track after a deluge when it was clear they couldn't ride.
Yeah, it was shale soup. It wasn't shale.
I think I said to you, Ruth, I think it resembled the one of the rally stages in the Rally GB, that track.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
It needed 4 wheels, not 2. I could say that from just looking at the pictures.
Should have sent the tractors around for a couple of races.
Yeah, that would have been more entertaining than watching nothing.
They had the motorway blade on, didn't they? I swear, I showed you on Monday, didn't I, while we were at Perry Bar, and this just a huge amount of slop was coming off, and I was like, I'm glad I'm not watching that. I'm glad I didn't go now.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, to be fair to them, it's a tried and true technique. It just takes an age to do and doesn't really work if it's a major downpour.
Yeah.
Like it was on Monday.
Hmm.
Although, to be fair, at one point I was thinking, is the Birmingham meeting going to be on because it was quite wet then?
I know.
Adam
I
will
got to
tell
the
you,
track
'cause-
as well.
Yeah, he'd got to the track before me on Monday, and it started raining. How heavy was that downpour? Because I was still on my way at that point.
As I got out of my Uber, it literally started bucketing it down. So I literally ran inside to get obviously my ticket checked, and obviously then I could go in. And I was talking to one of our friends, Elliot, and it was still chucking it down really hard. And I looked at it, and I was like, "Oh, please don't tell me I've wasted 25 quid getting here and another 15 in the Uber." But no, luckily it stopped.
It took it looked a bit wet, but it was a decent racetrack in the end.
Hmm.
So thing is, it just needed some water in it because it produced some cracking racing on Monday.
Yeah. It did. The one thing I noticed, while obviously we were watching the races on Monday, Ruth, was coming out of the first turn, just coming out as you strain, stand up a bit on the bike. I could literally hear a couple of the riders literally just having to sort of come off the throttle slightly because they were literally obviously losing traction coming out. I could literally hear it, just literally coming off the throttle a couple of times. I think because either there was a bit of water there or part of the track was churning up slightly, but obviously with everything being repaired each other heat, it was okay.
I suppose it's very easy for that to happen considering it's shale, and shale's not a dry material anyway. So
yeah.
Well, yeah. We've covered most of what's been going on already. Different fixtures and stuff.
I did see some things on Twitter about speculation on King's Lane, but it's not clear to me what that's about.
Oh, okay.
I know that the Speedway Shambles Twitter account has picked up on it, but there's nothing there's no real hint as to what it could be. It's just there is a rumor.
Well, there can't be rumor without a thing, like without a
Yeah,
it can't be a rumor without an actual rumor.
I mean, for all we know, it could just be they've signed someone. Someone's got the wrong end of the stick, but
quite possibly.
Either way, they're sat stone bottom of the table at the moment. They've been docked 2 points because they postponed a meeting incorrectly.
They were naughty.
To be fair, it's better than the Pitgate incident from last year.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe Artem Laguta's coming back.
I mean, he didn't seem that enthusiastic when he was riding last season. What have you seen?
Maybe. I'm just looking at oh wait, they haven't posted anything since 2018. I'm just delving into Twitter. Is that a bad idea? That's probably a bad idea.
Yeah, it normally is. Yeah. Twitter is full of the maddest of opinions, as always.
Yeah.
The only reason I have Twitter is for ice hockey. Mostly.
Yep.
Use it for Cov Blaze Live, but that's about it.
Yeah, me now.
And following rumours on signings during the off season. What? Trend shit is always. Why is this trending? This was like 4 years ago. Oh wait. Okay. Ha. Oh no, I won't get into that.
What have you seen?
Let's not delve into mistakes.
Oh, right. Okay. I was literally just thinking I need to get off Twitter now before I go down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely get off it.
Yeah. But the Premiership's still going. I think it's becoming a lot clearer now. The Premiership is a competition of 5 teams, really. Birmingham throw in the odd spoiler every now and again. Like, I think you beat. So you Ipswich lost away at Birmingham, and then you beat them for the aggregate point in a runoff.
Mm.
So there's an upset there straight away. I know Ipswich are depleted at the moment, but it's an upset nevertheless.
I mean, I could see them finish 5th if they really put their mind to it. But it would mean other teams would have to drop points.
It'd also mean their riders need to get their arse in gear.
Yeah, but in this league, so I've found so far this season that anything can happen.
Yeah. I mean, Oxford's sitting pretty at 5th, tied with Leicester at the moment. It's like I said, that's what makes me think it's going to be. It'll be a competition of 5 sides. Is that I would put Leicester and Oxford about equal when all their riders are performing.
Yeah.
Unlike on Monday where Oxford just weren't there.
Yeah. True.
I don't know. Do you watch much televised speedway then, Adam?
Not much these days due to my job, because I'm normally working the evenings and early afternoons, so I don't really get much chance to watch speedway unless I've got the day off, like I have today and tomorrow. But yeah, I try and watch as much as I can if I get a chance. But if there's like highlights or something like that on YouTube, I try and watch that if I can.
There's always highlights on Quest of meetings and such, and there's always content on YouTube.
Oh yeah, because they're owned by Discovery, all of them, Eurosport and Quest these days.
Yeah, the rights. Yeah,
and TNT and probably Sky Sports at some point by the end of the decade as well.
Yeah, all that good shiz.
Yeah.
I think we've pretty much covered everything.
I think it's too soon to say who's going to top the league. Not that it really matters as much as it used to now.
No, because the team that finishes 4th could go and win the whole thing. So yeah.
Well, not even that. It always used to be like the side that finished top of the league got to pick their opponents in the playoffs. It's not the case anymore.
No. It's first versus. Is it first versus 4th and second versus 3rd? If I remember correctly, yeah.
Yeah, you want to bias it so that your top ranked team always goes through.
Basically.
Yeah. You don't want a playoff like 2019 when Ipswich overturned Poole and then got absolutely hammered by Swindon.
Yeah.
Not to put too fine a point on it. It doesn't make for a good competition. That
no, if I remember correctly, it was pissing it down with rain, also, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, I think the Swindon Wolverhampton semi-final got postponed like 4 times across both tracks.
Yeah,
we ended up having it with Wolverhampton on the Wednesday and then Swindon the following Thursday.
Yeah, we'll put it on this day. Oh wait, no, we won't. No, we'll put it on that day. No, we won't.
And they couldn't even start the Monmouth Green leg on time because they absolutely pissed it down around 7 o'clock.
Yes, I know. I'm pretty sure I was at Monmouth that night. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure I was.
I think I was trying to get tickets for that race, and I decided looking at literally about 5 o'clock, and I saw clouds forming. I was like, and there were black clouds around Birmingham. I was just like, no, forget it. I'm not going.
Yeah,
there's no point.
I was dumb enough to do that. Yeah. I'm dumb enough to do a lot of things. Cough, cough, Prague for a day. Cough, cough. And all that. Yeah. Shame the World Championship wasn't So close. Why have I got a red dot above Salzburg?
Hmm?
I'm looking at my timeline in 2019 to see where I what year, what month was it? Because I'm
It's either September or October. I'll have a look.
2019.
It's hard. It's hard for me to remember because it was pushed back so much that the dates just kind of been binned in my head.
I think try towards the end of September, October. Probably
Yeah.
around then.
Wolverhampton. Oh, not Wolverhampton. October 9th.
Yep.
God. Yeah.
I was there that night.
Hmm.
I'd been to the gym. I'm totally not looking at my old timeline. On Google. I'd been to the gym that morning. That's going to get cut because it's my turn to edit this week. Yeah.
I've just remembered that the final that year got pushed back a day as well. The final was on Tuesday.
God, yeah.
The final was on Tuesday, 15th.
Yeah.
I didn't look. Yeah, no. I didn't go to the finals, obviously, because Swindon's not. It's not that much of a trek, but it's enough of a trek.
To be fair, I went to Birmingham back in like 2012. It's what, an hour's drive, 75 minutes.
Yeah,
it's not that bad, but it is a distance.
Yeah, for sure.
Begs the question if you would have gone had you known that would have been the last meeting at the Abbey. But
true. A bit sad that.
Terry Russell was incompetent. Clark Osborne's a wanker.
Yep. Gather round, children. Let's hear Frankie's thoughts about the management at Swindon.
Incompetent fuckers.
And that's all she wrote.
I mean, it says a lot, right? That the most competent person running behind the scenes at Swindon was Alan fucking Rossiter.
Oh, bashing time. But yeah,
I mean, I have a bit of respect for Terry Russell, but I don't understand how he gets duped. He got duped so hard by Clark Osborne on the redevelopment of the Abbey Stadium. I don't see how he didn't see right through that.
Yeah, true.
Although that said, I'm surprised that Gaming International haven't binned off Pool. So
I don't know. That is a strange one.
Especially as they closed the Greyhound side of it like 5 years ago now.
Yeah. Can't remember the last time I went to Pool. Easily about 6 years ago.
I mean, it was 5 years ago. I remember it.
Not exactly missing much. It's Pool.
Nah, Pool's. It's not the best track in the country. It's probably the most common one where you end up with Blue Groove on the inside.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Whatever. I think we've pretty much
covered all of it. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did poke my head at the championship. You still can't really say an awful lot. There's still some teams that have only had like one or two meetings.
Yeah, they're still playing catch up because of that stupid BSN series or whatever it is.
You can't really gauge off that.
No.
21
at Ipswich. But yeah, like you say, you can't gauge off that because anything can happen in that.
Yeah, I was just flicking through the local regs see if there's any updates on Swindon. There are not.
Maybe one day. But yeah.
The only update I've seen lately is the council thinking of looking into Taylor Wimpey, but that won't come to anything.
Why? Because they're assholes.
No, because it's the council.
No. Yeah, I could say that about a lot.
It'd take them 5 years to investigate them, by which point the houses have gone up. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Right.
I think
okay.
that's everything. We've looked ahead to Prague, looked back at Landshut, the Grand Prix scene as it is. I think it's, like I say, it's going to be difficult for anyone to peg Smarzlik back so long as he doesn't get injured.
Yeah. We didn't give any predictions for Prague, so we'll do that quickly before we wrap up. Winner, second, third.
Was this a quick fire round, is it?
Yeah. You're failing the quick fire round.
I can't even remember who's in the fucking round. Hold on.
Adam, who do you think?
We're talking the cup final.
No,
sorry.
Prague GP.
Oh God.
You can't.
I couldn't predict the top three, unfortunately. It's too unpredictable, this one.
Fair enough.
Who is the tallest one? Is that Frick?
Yeah.
What, tallest rider?
Huh? Anyway, my predictions.
Yeah.
I'd love to see Robert Lambert get his first Grand Prix win.
He always seems to fall short in the semis. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a psychological thing with him, but
he's made a few finals, but he can't seem to make the trap to get out in front in the final. But, yeah, I'd love to see him get his first GP win. Jack Holder to finish second, and I don't know. Maybe we'll spring a surprise and get Kai Huckenbeck for third. Who knows? Just spitballing here.
You carry on spitballing. I'll probably take the easy way out and just say Smarzlik as first.
Dawn, you're boring.
I know. I mean, I probably would have lent toward Doyle if he was in the round. But with him getting injured now, he's having withdrawn from Prague. That's his World Championship bid over.
Pretty much, yeah. You miss one round these days, you're done. Especially with that stupid points system. But yeah.
I wonder. Now, a part of me reckons Jack Holder could spring a surprise.
Yeah.
Hence
why I've got him for second.
But yeah, I don't think I could give any kind of firm predictions that wouldn't just be me guessing. Really.
Yeah, well, mine's a guess.
Yeah, but I don't do guesses.
No. You're Mr. Negative, and the rest of us are all, yay! Let's talk positive spin on things.
I am also the stats man.
Yes, he is. Anyway.
By that we mean nerd.
Yeah. By that we do mean nerd. Anyway, we'll wrap it up there. Thanks for joining us, Adam.
Yeah,
appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to join us on Drop the Clutch. Frankie, as always, it's good to chat to you because you always have a great opinion and you always make me laugh. But yeah, cheers both of you, and to everybody watching, listening on the YouTube podcast Stratosphere. We'll catch you on the next episode of Drop the Clutch. See you later.
Goodbye.
Cheers.
You have been listening to episode 6 of Drop the Clutch Season 2, presented by Ruth Hanna and Frankie Sparks, featuring guest Adam Gosling, recorded on the 30th of May 2024 and edited by Ruth Hanna. This was a Drop the Clutch production.